you give us? Still can't say she won't solo. Still can't say she won't solo fight. You gotta say, 'cause in the same life she can't waste. In the dark, you never wait to the light. Life you made, you doing nothing. Death coming, just keep on down. Over your rim, I'm not well off your sweat. Does me in.
Alright guys, so that was the lift today. I didn't really feel like, wearing a compression shirt. I just I don't know, it's kind of weird sometimes, or that you're working out. Just sometimes you want the solitude of like comfort of baggy clothes over top, and today was definitely one of those days for me. I don't know why. Something that don't really talk about much is like mental health in the gym and stuff like body dysmorphia, but it's definitely real. It's definitely something that I think affects almost every gym goer and almost every human that's alive. Everybody wants to look better than how that they look, and they take for granted, at least in the gym, they take for granted, I think, like where that they're at in that position. So, and like after I got done with the workout, I went and I posed down like I always do just to see how it's looking. And I was like super impressed because like the workout felt great, posed down looked great, but like watching that workout back, I don't know, I just don't feel like I looked great. I feel like I looked watery, looked bloated, but like it's really odd. It's just an odd thing. Yeah, your mental can really mess with you, because it's just, one of those things that's like, well, should I post this because, I don't look good? And it's like, well, I'm going to, because I got to be transparent with my fan base. But if, you guys want to know that, but at the same time, it's almost like, it's hard, I think, sometimes, do like, always try to get a good angle of yourself, and always feel good about the way you look, and always feel good about your speech, or like literally almost anything in life. It's, there's gonna be harder days, and like, yeah, the workout felt great, but I thought I looked horrible, during it. And it's just like, I need to take for granted, because, back a year ago, I didn't look as good as I do now. I didn't feel as good as I do now. I wasn't lifting as heavy a weight as I do now. And I'm really trying to learn the gratitude of self-acceptance, and learning like, okay, you're in. Like, why are you disciplining yourself for what's only been a year of progress? Why don't you think more like, okay, this is where that I want to go, instead of why am I just now getting here? And it's like, I've made a lot of progress, I think, over the past year of losing so much weight and all that like sometimes I just let it pass me by, and I get more worried about the day-to-day look, or what's more important is the weeks and the month and the year that has added up to this point. And like right now, like my face shape is more squared off than what it was, look 10 videos ago, right? I mean, I just really want to learn how to be more grateful and thankful to God on, where that I've gotten now, because that's, what this is all for, is to better improvement of life that God has given me. And I don't know, I just feel like I take a lot of stuff for granted whenever that it comes to this. I take this camera for granted, like recording on it. I don't post as much as probably what I should. I take, the weights, like, oh, I'm not lifting as much as I did yesterday, but at least I'm still lifting. At least God allowed me to wake up and go to the gym and lift. Like, I need to start being more grateful for the smaller things because they're just as important and they add up to the bigger things that I'm really, I think I'll miss out on if I don't take more pride in the smaller things that God has given me. And yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and like kind of yap, I guess, a little bit about it, just about how that I'm mentally thinking and preparing, because like eventually I'd love to do bodybuilding and I'd love to do that, but I know it's a very mental tasking sport. I know it's a hard sport mentally to get into and to do, because you're not going to look great all the time, and like you'll peak and then you'll go back down and you'll never look your best ever again. But it's also one of those exciting things because God has built our bodies to do this, so it's like to grow and to do it naturally too. It's just amazing, and it's one of those things. It's like the gym and bodybuilding has really like cultivated me, and to like has really just bent my mind into thinking like mainly about that all the time. Like, that's literally all I think about sometimes, is just straight up, what's the workout going to be today? What am I eating today? How am I going to hit my macros today? How am I going to stay full? I think about the next day and the next day after that, and I think about joint health, and I just that's all the content I consumed. Like, I've let the gym just totally consume me, and I think it's a good thing in one way of like, yeah, like this is what I love, like I have my family, I have my girlfriend, I have my friends, but and I have God, but this is like my action, my hobby that I love, this is like what that I'm into. But at the same time, I've let it kind of consume me to the point to where like I'm not as, obviously I'm not a Mr. Olympia, so I'm not as great as those guys, and like I've started not being as grateful for what that I've been given through this hobby, and I'm afraid that like eventually my own flame will burn out, if that makes sense. But I'm trying to turn that leaf over and just say, I'm grateful for where I am. I'm grateful to be 217 right now instead of 299. I'm grateful that God has allowed me to get over a shoulder injury that I had like 2 weeks ago. I'm glad that God has allowed me to do this and film, and has given me a grandma that would give me a camera like this, like so great like this. And I'm just really thankful and I'm just trying to be more honest, I guess, with myself, and trying to like ground myself a little bit more, because I don't know, I'm not obviously gonna be Mr. Olympia level, I don't think ever, because I'm never gonna take steroids, at least right now. I don't plan on it anytime soon, so it's just one of those things. But yeah, just wanted to jump on here and talk about it a little bit. Yep, just see your guys' opinions, maybe comment them down below. But I definitely think that God has a special plan. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace.